Greetings, my name is Gord Holden, and I work with Heritage Christian Online School. My task today is to create a video that will help to show presenters how to use the presentations tools in Active Worlds 3DU. So I'll ask you if you would follow me and I'll take you to my classroom. So welcome to my classroom. At this point, what I'd like to do is I'd like to take you over to see all the various uses of multimedia that we have here. Up on the board, for instance, we can place things on the bulletin board such as links to various resources such as Scribbler. That's coming up on another screen, but let me just bring it up so you can see what's happening. So here the students only need to enter in the password, and they have whiteboard and VoIP as well. If we click on this button here, we see that we have a Google Doc that comes up where they can put in what they're going to be working on, descriptions of assignments and all the rest of that. Let's just go to the other side. Over here we can have various links to presentations. Many students learn best through exploring and discovery. By restricting them to a predetermined course, so these will come up in their own private browser, and we could go on and on with these different buttons and links. You're welcome to come into my classroom, right click on those links, and it will show you what you need to do in order to make these things work. I'm just going to go over here and show you, for instance, we click on this link here, and I'm bringing it up so that you can pause if you need to and put in this code in your own virtual world. And this is what happens when we click on it.
So Dad, can you give me some clue as to why you think we're here?
Well, I can't be completely sure, but I think it may have something to do with me not completing my homework.
Dad.
Okay, and of course we've built this out so that right now my class is studying the Crusades, and all I need to do, I can take a seat, they can click on the link here and watch the video. Well, welcome everyone to our class for January 19th. I'm just scrolling in. So you can see that there's a wide range of things that you can do with multimedia here. It goes on. We want to teach with the whole class. We're just going to walk over to control panel that's on the podium. And as I look down at the podium here, you can see that there's lights on, lights off. So we can turn the lights off, make the room darker if we want. We can disable the teleport so that no one can teleport out. We can also create a situation where other students can't teleport in to disrupt the class if they come late. If you so wish to do so, you can force zoom for the audience so that they all see the screen up close, and I'll maybe show you that in just a moment. And we can also clear the main screen for the audience. So always a good idea. You need to do that before you add more stuff in. So I'm just going to go to the control panel, click on that, and you can see I have all kinds of boxes in here, buttons to take me to various things. I can go, for instance, to the Heritage website. It's zooming in automatically for me. The interesting thing about this is that the links are all live. So for instance, if I want to go to program details, we could go to immersive technologies, and there's a discussion and even videos.
Welcome to this presentation on the immersive
that are live for the students to go and take a look at. Alright, I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to clear the main screen. I'm going to go back to my control panel, and I can click on, well, something like the First Crusade. And here we have a series of pictures that we can do individually if we want, but that seems rather a poor use of our control panel. So what they provided us with, and maybe I'll just show one more thing. I'll just show again a large
On
video
December
that comes
1st,
up.
1145, Pope Eugenius III was compelled to...
Now the nice thing about that is you see that I just clicked on the pause, and we can call on the class to pause the video and then discuss where you're at. So it doesn't have to be a short video, it can be a long video broken up into chunks. And again, perhaps what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on that, and I'm just going to show you the code that goes into that. You'll notice that it says the name is V1. That becomes important later on. Again, here's for the website. And here's for buttons, for pictures. All of them going name V1 to show up on the screen. Alright, the thing is, though, that rather than just going button by button, we want a presentation or a slideshow that's going to be very smooth. And so ActiveWorld's 3DU has provided for us a brand new tool called Prepare Presentation and Presentation. In the Prepare Presentation, I'm going to click on that, and we're going to create a presentation called Demo Presentation 1. Let's call it. I'm going to press on Create, and this opens up these buttons to use. We can delete the presentation to start again if we're not happy with it. But what becomes really interesting is the way that we can add slides in. I'm going to go to Browse Images, and this is taking me to my pictures on my desktop, and I'm going to select some different pictures here. Let's select this one here and go Open. And that shows me what I've selected on another window that opens up, and I can either add it if I'm happy or not. I'm going to add that, and let's get another one. How about this one right here? I'm going to open that up. And again, it's popping up on another screen because I normally have 3 or 4 screens open. So I'm going to add that slide as well. And then just to do something different, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this button here to take a screenshot. I want to left click on that button and drag it to the screen that I want to have a picture of. So I dragged it to the right to my screen that I have this up on, and I'm going to add that slide in. Alright, so let's just say that we're finished with our putting together our presentation, and what I would now want to do is I want to go to the presentation tool itself. So let's come up over here, and I want to go to the prepared presentation. There it is there, and I can preview it. First let me clear the screen, and I'm going to go Show Now, and so it's bringing up the slides individually right now. Store this on the server so they'll come up one after the other from beginning to end and backwards and forwards. So I'm going to go to Store on Server, and as you can see, it's storing the slides down below. So now we have a stored presentation. Look for Demo Presentation 1. Bring that up from the server, go Show Now, and it has the first one up already, so we're going to go to the second one and the third one, and of course we can go back again too. So you can have this off to the side while you're teaching your class. Let me just go up to the front. My preference would be that it would be on another screen. Let me just see. We're going to rename this screen V1, so it goes up on that as well. And we're going to go Show Now again. There we go. So I can see what the students are seeing behind me, whether it's a video or it's a slideshow presentation. I can be talking with the students at this point, looking for them to raise their hand, looking to see if they're paying attention, checking my chat, and I'm not worrying about selecting slides. They're just all ready to go. So there's the second slide. And I'll point out too that we can again force all the students to go in, or we can zoom in ourselves and just go next. And there we go. So the thing that you need to know is some of you may be asking the question, well, if you can just come in and do this in the classroom, what's to stop students from wreaking havoc with pressing buttons and doing all that stuff? Well, the thing that does stop them from doing it is that you need to have special privileges. So as I press this button, Privileges, it will prompt you to acquire the privileges of another citizen. And there is a special citizen account that is given out only to the teachers with their name and a password. And if you were to click OK there, it would then give that teacher the rights and privileges of that account to do this business with multimedia screens. Now, one other thing that I'm going to point out, I need to zoom out to get out of the zoomed in picture, is that when we're doing the videos, for instance, there is another option. If we bring up this presentation screen once again, or this stored presentation, I'm going to suggest we can start it right there if we want. And of course you can pick your pictures if you want. And we're going to go show now after we've clicked on this button down here. You'll see now it's not going to V1, so it shouldn't go to the screen up front or to the back. It should go in our own web page that comes up in everybody's viewer. There we go. And so everyone in the classroom should be getting this picture. We'll click next. There's the next picture. And the next. And if all of the presentation software is set up in the universe for the Active Worlds 3D code that's in there, then what will happen is everyone who's in all the classrooms will see this at the same time. So we have the possibility then of having as many as 800, 900 students seeing the slideshow presentation at the same time, perhaps along with a verbal presentation that's going on with the front screen. Anyway, I think that I've shown you just about everything that I need to. Hopefully you'll enjoy using this in the days to come.